What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the Manchester City 2019-2020 loan report number 3. Before we crack on with this video though, make sure, like always, if you want to help support my channel, and make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on, aiming for 6,000 subscribers. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, you can find my social media links, which you can find in description below and popping up on screen for my Twitter and Instagram if you want to go and follow me on there. You can also find my email in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and don't forget also let me know your thoughts in the comments below with these loan players and what you would like to see for the future from them. So we've already done loan reports 1 and 2. You can go and check them out on my channel. We'll be back again tomorrow for the loan report number 4, which will be the final video. And don't forget also, if you are interested in things like transfer updates and stuff, we'll be back with daily transfer updates in the summer, if that ends up happening. And yeah, so we'll be back with daily transfer updates. So there's lots of stuff to look forward to coming up in the coming weeks and months. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that, because I'll keep you up to date with everything happening with the latest Manchester City news, transfer news, reports and stuff like that. So we're going to crack on with this video, and we're going to first up speak about Philippe Sandler. Now, he's a centre-back out on loan in Anderlecht over in Belgium with Vincent Kompany. He's Dutch. He's made 9 appearances this season. This was right at the start of the season before he then picked up a knee injury, and then he's ended up having surgery later into the season on this knee injury, and it's kept him out of action since early October. And to me, that's a massive shame, because he seemed like he was making some good progress at Anderlecht too. He's 23 years old, so he's hitting right towards the peak of his, the beginning bits of his peak of his career. So he's going to need his future sorted, and to pick up an injury at a point where he's just starting to get games at a decent club like Anderlecht, it just leaves the question now, what is going to happen next? He's going to need to recover properly. He's going to need to regroup. I'm just wondering if it's going to be a time for him to bring him back to Manchester City, not register him as a squad player, but let him train in and around the Manchester City squad, allow him to get his confidence up, training around and using our top class facilities to get him back up to the level that we want him to be at, and then loan him out again. Whether that comes in the summer or the winter, I do not know, but I would like to see him return back to Anderlecht and completed what he has started this season. But that's just me putting out a suggestion there. Now we're going to move on to Claudio Gomes. He's a defensive midfielder playing for PSV Eindhoven. He's French. He's another one just like DiMaggio Wright Phillips that we were speaking about yesterday, where he's spending his time not with PSV Eindhoven but with PSV Eindhoven's under-21s team, which I think they run similar to how it runs in Spain, where the under-21s team ends up playing against lower league teams in the Netherlands. And anyway, he started 84% of games at PSV under-21s, making 21 appearances, scoring no goals but getting 1 assist. And making good development, and he's getting some experience, which is good. He's 19 years old. I'd just like to see him get some first team experience, and so I don't know where that would be, but I'd like to see him maybe drop down, if he's going to stay in England, drop down to the Championship or League One, somewhere where we'll know that he's going to get some minutes, get them minutes under his belt and see how he copes. He's 19 years old. We've got a couple of seasons here to play with. Get him a couple of good loans, and we'll see just how good Claudio Gomes could be. But I'd just like to see him make some regular playing time, and if he's going to be developing with the under-21s team, why send him out to PSV Eindhoven when we've got top-class facilities here and he could spend his time with the City development squad instead? I don't know, but we've seen what Pep said before about the development squad and how under-21 football's played over in England. He isn't too happy, so that would explain why they're being loaned out. But personally, it's not something that I'm necessarily happy about, but I just feel like his time would be better spent in and around at Manchester City rather than being developing at another club. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Now we'll move on to Zack Steffen, because this is really interesting. Goalkeeper playing for Fortuna Dusseldorf. He's American. Started 17 games, which was every game up until he picked up a knee injury, which was just after their winter break, returning in January as of this year. Now, he's conceded 36 goals this season in 17 games, keeping 2 clean sheets. Not great statistics, but I don't imagine that's telling the true story here. Zack Steffen, fact is, he's playing in the Bundesliga. He's getting some top level experience, which is gearing him up nicely to return to Manchester City. We're then faced with the question of what do we do with Zack Steffen then. there's one of two options, only two options here. He either stays at Manchester City. Claudio Bravo will leave Manchester City this summer because his contract is up and that will not be renewed. City need a new backup goalkeeper. We've got one ready made. We don't have to go and spend any money because we've already done it, and we've got some good development with Zack Steffen. We could give him a season, maybe, see how he gets on, challenging Ederson, because to me, my opinion, Ederson does need challenging. He needs someone to compete for his spot, to up his game. Upping his game will be able to up everyone else's game, and Zack Steffen will end up becoming a better goalkeeper, and Ederson will end up becoming a better goalkeeper, and that's fantastic for Manchester City. That is option one, and that is something that I want to see. Give him a season, see how he gets along, be City's cup goalkeeper, challenge Ederson. If Ederson picks up an injury, he'll become Manchester City's first team goalkeeper. Give him that experience, give him a season, see where we go from there. If not, what we're going to do with Zack Steffen then, the other option then would be for Manchester City, you would think, to sell, because we're not going to be able to better a loan of him playing in the Bundesliga on a regular basis. So next step would be for Manchester City to sell, either to put a buyback clause or a sell-on fee there or something along them lines. If they're going to sell him, where would that be? I know there is a little bit of interest floating around from other European clubs, in particular in Germany, looking at Zack Steffen. So City could sell or keep and utilise. They're the two options. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you like to see Zack Steffen be Manchester City's new goalkeeper number 2, the new number 2 at City, or would you rather see him sold and see City bring in somebody else? I do not know. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, this is a little bit of a feel-good story, this one. It comes in the form of Aleix Garcia. He's a central midfielder playing for Mouscron over in the top league in Belgium. He's Spanish, 22 years old, getting right towards the beginning part of the peak of his career. He started a whopping 96% of games this season, 23 appearances, 5 goals, 3 assists, doing fantastically well. I'm delighted for Alex. I think he's a fantastic player. To me, this summer, he needs to leave permanently now. He's been out on loan the last couple of seasons. He's doing extremely well. He's developing really well. We need to go and see what he can do, go and stretch his wings, go and move permanently, see where he ends up from there, and go and get some more experience and continue his journey to being a top-class football player. Just because City have got all these young players doesn't mean they're going to make it at Manchester City, but I would like to see these players that City are developing turn into fantastic football players, and if it's not going to be at Manchester City, do it at another club, because Aleix Garcia, I'm sure, will be heading straight up to be a top-class football player. And City, lots of competition, lots of players, there's lots of stuff that will make it very difficult for him to become a Manchester City player. Why let that hold to his career? He's doing fantastically well now. He's playing in the top league in Belgium. He's getting regular playing time. He's doing really well. Permanent move. Let's see what happens from there. Now, next one. It's a shame. It is. It's a shame. Lukas Nmecha, striker, played for Wolfsburg and Middlesbrough, been out on loan this season. 21 years old. He's German. Made 6 appearances for Wolfsburg in Germany. No goals, no assists. He struggled, so Manchester City then recalled him. They loaned into the Championship instead, a competitive league. And to me, that is his peak level at this moment in time. He spent last season out on loan at Preston North End, featuring 44 times, scoring 3 times and getting 8 assists. Not bad, but not brilliant either. He's made 8 appearances this season for Middlesbrough in the same league, with 3 starts in them 8 appearances, getting no goals, no assists. What's next? Because Lukas Nmecha is a player that needs confidence. He needs to be starting every single game, leading the line. If he does that, he will score goals, because he's a brilliant player. He's a fantastic finisher of the football, and he's a good quality striker. The problem he's getting is squad rotation. He's struggling to displace strikers. He's struggling when he gets given the chance to score goals. He's having to be a squad player, moving out of position, doing this, that, and the other. And to me, I personally feel that a permanent transfer would suit Lukas Nmecha's progress for his career. I did think that he would be up for being a top-class striker. That is my potential. I thought it would come from him, but with a couple of wrong loan moves and things not working out, and him struggling to adapt and get in and become that top-class striker, where next? I've suggested possibly a drop down even to League One. I mean, that sounds incredible. Lukas Nmecha is a fantastic striker. He's declared international football to play for Germany, which I feel was a mistake. He should have declared to have become a national player for England instead. He was given the choice. He opted for Germany instead. That decreased his value, and I feel like because of that, his career just ever so slightly is just halted a little bit, dented his confidence, and from there has really struggled, and he's struggling from that, becoming a young player into stepping up and being a top-class professional adult footballer. There's a gulf, there's a gulf, and he has struggled, and I feel like a move to League One where he could start every single game, lead the line and become that top-class striker. He'll score goals, taking that one step back to be able to make 2 steps forward, if you get where I'm coming from. I feel like if City were to loan, that would be good. I do feel, though, a permanent transfer would suit Lukas Nmecha, because that would allow him 3 or 4 seasons. He knows he's going to be at that club, for him to settle and work hard, and also it helps you to be able to settle down. You know your future's secured for the next few seasons. It can work on maybe being a rotated player, maybe moving out of position and being versatile a little bit. But I just feel like player development, I keep mentioning it every single video, but player development is so crucial, and it's up to Manchester City to make the right choice, not just for us, but also for the player too, because he's a young striker. He's 21 years old, he's younger than me. I mean, you know what I mean? He needs development there, and I do feel like the best thing for Lukas Nmecha right now will be a permanent transfer. Where that would be, that's up to Lukas Nmecha. Honestly, there'll be lots of interest out there. As long as the price is right, that could happen. We'll have to wait and see. What we don't want is him just to be put on the pedestal and just head along down that loan route where you just keep getting loaned and loaned and loaned and loaned until you're out of contract, you leave. It's a waste. It is. Top class player. So there we go, that's been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below too. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, put your push notifications on. Plenty of Manchester City content coming up. We've already got Loan Report 1 and 2. And obviously this video 3 out. We've got 4 coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget also social media links in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for the Loan Report number 4. So I've been JSGC. Hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.